Hello Wolfpack, you guys are being lied to by the biggest Twitter influencers and YouTubers in the space right now. Either lied to or being misinformed. I don't want to say lie to, but I do know that these people directly profit gaining more followers and more money from paid memberships if you guys, are bullish in the market. And I know that for a fact because I've seen that with my own channel, and they're calling for things like a double bottom formation. Again, I don't know if they're lying or I don't know if it's just miseducation, but this is not a double bottom formation. In fact, this is a hidden bearish pattern that I'm going to show you here in just a second. But before I get into that, I want to introduce you to a Telegram group that I've just made yesterday. I've got Wolves of Crypto exclusive, WOC exclusive information group down in the pinned comments below. Everyone who is interested in Wolves of Crypto, everyone who likes my kind of content should go ahead and check that out. There's an announcement in there in around 18 hours from the time this video is posted. You don't want to miss that announcement. It's going to be announcing my paid group. And again, for those of you who don't want to pay, the free content is not going to change. There is no negative aspects of this to the casual viewer. It's just for people who want a little bit extra. But there is an announcement there. It's time sensitive. There's only going to be a limited amount of spaces available, and you don't want to miss that. But back into the video here on cryptocurrency, on Bitcoin. We have a supposed, and what people would say is a double bottom formation. Now, why do they think this is a double bottom formation? Well, first and foremost, it fits their narrative. Second of all, we can see pretty clear resistance here at the supposed, I guess you could say, resistance zone of that double bottom formation. And we can see that this double bottom formation, yeah, we kind of wicked into the same area, but the closes tell a very different story, right? And the closes tell a story of actually a bearish bat formation rather than a double bottom formation. Now, the bulls will have you believe this is a double bottom formation, and due to the high volatility in the next few days, we'll be breaking to the upside. If we do break it to the upside, and if it was in fact a double bottom formation like they are claiming, we would be seeing a target on Bitcoin of about $58,000 to $57,000, right? Which makes sense according to that narrative. However, that is simply not the case because this is not a clean double bottom formation. In fact, it more strikingly resembles a bearish harmonic pattern, right? And this is a bearish bat formation, often called a bearish pat formation. Some people call it bearish bat formation. Okay, that's what I call it. And this is a formation that is lesser known and probably wouldn't be known by some of the less experienced analysts. But essentially what we have here is quite simple, right? We have the top here on the right hand side, the bottom here, the middle line here, all right, and then down here we can see that this makes perfect sense. It looks just like the photograph here. Generally speaking, bearish bat formations have straight tops. However, it is not unheard of in the slightest for them to have curved tops. Also, what we can just do is we can just shift this downwards and you can see it's a lot more straight. That doesn't really matter though. I'm going to leave it where it was. You can in fact even do something like that. The top doesn't really matter. What matters is the slightly higher low they form after a rejection of kind of a center line there. In my opinion, this looks very much like a bearish bat formation, more so than a double bottom formation. Supporting this, if you don't agree with me, supporting this in double bottom formations, we usually see ascending volume. We're seeing descending volume in this upwards trend. We're also seeing clear rejections from resistance here on Bitcoin, and we also see pretty clear RSI divergence, right? Bearish RSI divergence. You don't see that kind of thing on a double bottom formation. When you see a double bottom formation, you see clear strength. This is not clear strength here. This is very clearly something else. Whether it's a bearish bat formation or not, it's not a bullish move, unfortunately. Now, this lesser known pattern that is clearly playing out here on the Bitcoin chart, again, the left-hand top side is very subjective, but you can put it however you want. This clear pattern here that's playing out, which is clearly not a double bottom formation, not just looking at the structure itself, but looking at the other indicators that I've just listed out, it's very clearly matching this formation rather than a double bottom formation. And hence, what would the target be? Well, the target for bearish bat formations typically at the very least, retrace down to the existing bottom trend line. And so I would expect on Bitcoin, if this was to play out, at the very least, a retracement down to the area at around 35k, right? A 35k retest, which would make sense because that's where the last daily candle closed on the lows here. Now, ultimately speaking, there are multiple factors that I mentioned in my last video that would suggest that, hey, maybe we will see a bit of a bull trap above this pink support line, all the way up to, say, 47k before a rejection straight back downwards. That could happen. That would just be a divergence, in my opinion. That wouldn't really invalidate this bearish bat formation. It would be a divergence from the pattern, pretty much a bull trap, and we're coming into a period where interest rates are going to be risen, or most likely going to be risen. Russia and Ukraine are at war, so we can expect some irrational price action, especially due to the volatility of the traditional markets here. And so it wouldn't surprise me that much if we jump above this pink line and partially invalidate this bearish bat formation, head to 47k before rejection. We could just reject from here, but what would surprise me is if we flip bullish. If we flip bullish here, close above 47k on the weekly candle, that would be very surprising, because as of right now, I'm not seeing a double bottom formation. I'm not seeing much of anything, really. I'm seeing a bearish bat formation, I'm seeing descending volume, and I'm seeing bearish RSI divergence. Not to be bearish, I'm not a perma bear. You know, I've been bullish on multiple points on Bitcoin in 2021, pretty much the entire time, you know, since until mid-November, right down here in the 63 to 66k region. I was bullish the whole time. So before you go calling me a perma bear, I'm not being pessimistic. I'm just calling out what I see as kind of like the BS in the cryptocurrency space right now. A lot of people are scrambling for bullish charts, scrambling for hopium. I've seen it happen before. We saw it in 2018. I wasn't around in 2014, but we saw it in 2014 as well. It happens every single time, and I just don't want you guys to fall for this, right? In order to be bullish in the market again, we have to be closing a weekly candle above 47.2k. That's it. End of story. Below that, we need to be pessimistic, because we need to be seeing that, hey, this pump's not actually real and we shouldn't be buying into this. Without further ado, though, I'll end the video there. I want to keep it a little bit short. Again, go ahead, check out the Telegram link in the description below. There's going to be an announcement there very shortly. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.